This video provides an overview of the operation of the Ritter M3 steam sterilizer. Always refer to the appropriate technical documentation for the complete list of instructions, safety alerts, and sequence of procedures before conducting any service or maintenance operations. Your Ritter M3 steam sterilizer has 3 pre-programmed cycles and an adjustable dry time. Basic operation of the M3 steam sterilizer includes turning the power switch on, filling the reservoir, loading the tray, and selecting the proper sterilization cycle. We will show you how to perform each operation step by step. The power cord must be connected and the power switch must be on for the sterilizer to operate. To fill the reservoir, pour 1 gallon or approximately 3.5 liters of distilled water into the fill port. Do not fill above the lower lip of the fill port. Before placing any instrument in the M3 steam sterilizer, clean and dry instruments thoroughly. Improper cleaning may result in non-sterile instruments or damage to the unit. The M3 sterilizer is designed to sterilize loads that consist of high and low-speed handpieces, metal instruments, rubber and plastic devices, wrapping and bundling materials, cassettes, and surgical instruments. When loading the sterilizer, it is very important that items to be sterilized should be arranged to permit free circulation of steam. All items and packaging must fit completely in the M3 steam sterilizer tray. The loaded tray must slide into the chamber opening smoothly and unimpeded. Items must not touch one another. Pouched items should be loosely packed. Pouches may overlap slightly, but items must not be layered. Failure to comply with these guidelines may adversely affect sterilization and/or drying. After you have ensured that the tray is loaded properly, place the loaded tray into the tray opening, select the desired sterilization cycle, and press the Start button. Once the Start button has been pressed, the door tray will be automatically closed. The unit will then begin heating the sterilizer to the appropriate temperature for the cycle selected. The display will then indicate the increasing temperature and pressure parameters within the chamber. Once the programmed sterilizing temperature is reached, the sterilizer display will show a countdown of the remaining cycle time and will continue to monitor the temperature and pressure. Once appropriate conditions have been reached, the sterilization phase begins. The display indicates the time remaining in the sterilization phase, while alternating the display of temperature and pressure parameters within the chamber. Once the sterilization phase is complete, the vent cycle begins, and steam is vented into the external condensing tank. During the vent phase, the display indicates the reducing temperature and pressure parameters within the chamber. Once the vent phase has been completed, an audible signal is emitted to indicate the door tray is ready to automatically open. After the door tray is opened, the drying phase begins. The display indicates the time remaining in the drying phase. At the completion of the drying phase, an audible signal is emitted to indicate the cycle has been completed. The M3 steam sterilizer is designed with additional features to simplify operation, including a water level sensor on the external condensing tank and a preheating cycle. Sensors mounted on the tank lid determine when the tank needs to be emptied. The display will indicate to the user when the external condensing tank is full. The tank must be emptied before running another cycle. To empty the external condensing tank, securely grasp the tank by the handle and remove the lid by rotating the lid counterclockwise. Carefully lift the lid assembly out of the tank while holding onto the tank by the handle. Be aware that the contents of the tank can be extremely hot. Dump the contents of the tank into an appropriate drain and refill the tank to the minimum water level indicator line. Replace the lid assembly by aligning the tabs into the correct position and rotating the lid clockwise to secure. The preheating cycle feature can be used to preheat the chamber at the beginning of the workday to reduce the cycle time of your first cycle. It can also be used to extend drying time by 10 minutes at the end of a cycle. To activate the extended heat cycle, press the Start button. After sterilization is complete, all items must be handled in accordance with regulatory guidelines. Please note, Unwrapped sterilization is not recommended for critical or implantable items. Unwrapped items should be transported immediately and aseptically from the sterilizer to the point of use. Always ensure that items are dry before handling or storage. Wrapped items should be stored properly before use to prevent damage to the packaging. For more detailed information about your sterilizer, please refer to the M3 Steam Sterilizer User Guide. For further support, contact Midmark Support Services at 1-800-MIDMARK.